All right, Coach, from the home of the Bills since 1973, there's a look at New Era Field just outside of Buffalo, New York. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Buffalo Bills. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Through the end zone for a touchback.
Here's the first carry for LeSean McCoy. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Jerry Atauchu brings him down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! He's coming, he's coming, he's coming! We got double up. Detroit! Detroit! Switch!
Now a 1st down carry here for McCoy. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Watch right. Back 99 Philly, here we go! Detroit! Over!
On 2nd down, here's Allen. Complete to right. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On third down, here's McCoy. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. It's good for a gain of 7, but still a few inches short here with fourth down coming up. And Hauschka missed it left. It's no good for Stephen Hauschka, and this will remain a scoreless game. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little, and when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate, and in doing so, sent this one off target.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
On the ball! On the ball! What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right. There you go. We're good. We're good. Check.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
To the right, boy. Tight to the right. Move. 368.
Dalton here from the gun. He's going to go for a big play down. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Give them 35 yards there on the third down conversion.
Lead! Lead! Go ahead. 368!
A handoff to Barkley. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White. Well, they know how to protect the pass, but sometimes cornerbacks, they can also stop the run, can't they?
Is that what we call a complete corner? Yeah, because we're so used to these guys just being defenders in the pass game. How about the guys who can come up and make the tackles? That's what we just saw there for no gain, too.
You got three down. Heavy. Ice.
Second down, Dalton looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21, and they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
No. Check. Patriot. Check. Detroit. Joker. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. No. Check. Patriot.
36.
They'll try and run for it with McCoy. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
But has that changed in a big way? The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, free safety was there, no gain. And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Here's a 2nd and 7 now from their own 7. It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So that last play gives them a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Larry! Here you go, 368! Check 26. Here you go, 368!
The first down throw coming for Dalton. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
4 down, check.
Ice. Heavy. Check, right 57. Hey, get ready for something coming left.
Passing, it's Dalton. Looking deep downfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Regular.
Hey,
Heavy. Here you go, 368.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
2 by 2. Move.
Come get some. Come out here. Come get some. He don't want it.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw.
I got him.
He finds Coleman. They give him a gain of 38. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, gets stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Yeah, 5-6. Here you go, 368. Go. We're good.
So Dalton now. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Here you go. 93, 52, 93, 44. Here you go.
The pitch goes to Barkley. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Double tight.
Here you go, 368.
Hey, we got 3 down.
Hey. Here you go, 368. Here you go, move.
Check, go get him.
3rd and 2 for Dalton. Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And the Giants send out their punter now. Back deep is DeAnthony Thomas. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And the Bills getting set to go. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 11.
Leopard! Let's make these babies crawl. Set! 319! 319! Gone!
On 1st down, Allen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back to Buffalo after this. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Tens the mic. Tens the mic.
Now a play fake here on first down.
Man up, D. Man up.
Wright's got it. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Now the Bills will hustle to the line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go.
From midfield, here's Allen. Looking left side, it's caught by Moore. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Allen. He's got his man on the crossing route. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10.
Watch 36.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Buying time to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. First trip to the red zone for the Bills. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Don't get nervous.
10th carry now for McCoy. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Leopard! All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun! Hut!
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Hauschka's kick is good. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park with the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, here's Hauschka now to kick it away. Stacy Coley on the return. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
52, 93, 44, 44. Here you go. 368. Hey.
Watch the screen. Pass. Motion.
Here you go. 368.
Check motion man. Put your hands on him.
Ice.
First and 10 for Dalton. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
368!
Hey, 58 is a mic. Go 58.
Dalton throwing on second down to Barkley on the check down. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's third down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
The Giants on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
4 down.
Lady! 58
to Mike. Switch up.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. He'll air this one toward Coleman. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Crash! Run! There we go.
Detroit!
Hey, baby, I see you.
All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
36 to Mike.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Blue Dan. Watch the safety.
Over.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Bills send the punter out, standing just outside his own goal line. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. New York set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Lady!
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
Dalton, 1st and 10. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Dalton got his man complete over the middle. It's Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. Andy Dalton now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Get ready for something coming left. Here you go, 368.
From the gun, Dalton. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
Leopard!
So after the INT, it's Allen eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They give him a gain of 37. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Leopard! Squeeze, double. Slam!
Watch you now, Barney! Gun!
1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Throw left side, complete. That's right. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Bills' passing game getting them down the field. They've got another 1st down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down.
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
On the crossing route, complete. It's right. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Bills' passing game getting them down the field. They've got another 1st down.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
They'll keep it up around McCoy this time. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3.
I got him. Watch him now, Barney.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And the Giants ready to come out now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
368! We gonna move!
Motion, pump.
To throw on 2nd down. Dalton. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
49 the mic. 49 the mic.
Here you go, 368! Hey. Ice. 368!
49.
They go play action here on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's Manning. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Andy Dalton now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Hey, get ready for something coming left. Here you go, 368! Heavy.
Play action here with Dalton. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That goes for a gain of 31. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. This is White on the screen. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Tight is right. Watch tight. Tight is right. 3 down. 3 down.
And it'll be Dalton again. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
We got 3. We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
We got 5, 6, 5, 6, 5, 6. Move!
Motion, motion, motion.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley.
Hey. We got 4.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down.
Stay on the slot. Key 26.
Hot.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, guys, check me out. We got 3 down, but we got to stand up over there.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now he's got it. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead.
Odd. 5 down. Stand up in.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Now the Bills will take another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley.
3
back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
We're good.
4 down. Alert.
Here you go, 368.
58 to Mike.
Nice. Here you go, 368.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw, and nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. Yeah, maybe a final chance to get on the scoreboard here. This is 4th and goal.
Hey, boys, got 4 down.
Heavy.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Trent Murphy in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you, because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we're going to get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the second half, to get there and not get it for the first time, tough. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
Two tights. 4 down. Check. 4 down.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here.
Detroit!
As they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down.
Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column too.
So for the Bills, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. Thanks. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL